thing to be the judge of whatever we do here.
Okay.
While he's not engaging with you on a daily basis, and I'm doing it.
Yes.
He's the quality. He owns the quality gate, so he's going to make decisions about what. I think he should. Maybe we can record. Hear myself 3 times. Maybe you want to record this call because Lior time is very limited.
Okay.
In terms of his availability day to day.
Okay.
But just to make sure that you capture everything, Lior also is very, very important to me.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm recording it. Yes.
So again, if whatever Alex and I, you take it and you put the discount on 50%, whatever Lior says, you need to double it to 200%. Okay. So he's the voice of reason on our side.
Okay, sure, Mike.
Sounds fair?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Then let's start. Lior, do you want to give your first impression of everything?
Yes.
Maybe.
So I went over the document, okay, that you've shared. Okay, my general point is I didn't really understand the yellow highlight because you're saying it's not involved the web copy, but it is throughout the document, so I couldn't really understand what you meant by that, really.
I mean, so it's just like, so if you can see the process. So the process is, I mean, if I directly write from knowledge to value, so the process, the process won't be there in the web copy. That's what I mean. So as soon as we click on now, let's say the promptif.ai, the platform, below there is a yellow highlight, right? The platform promptif.ai. That text won't be there in the web.
Just name it Promptify. Like Spotify, it's Promptify.
Yeah, Promptify. Yeah.
Okay.
So that text won't be there, but below text, whatever is there, will be there. So just to guide you what the below section is about, I have just mentioned that word there and highlighted it in yellow.
Okay, so it would really help navigating through the document if you actually use headers.
Yes.
Okay, so because again, I was having a hard time to follow what's. Is this only the landing page, or we are talking about subsections? When we are talking about this stuff, for example, or when we go further down, okay, in the document, okay, like this type, like
Yes.
real world use cases. You expect it to be on the landing page, or this is somewhere inside? This is where I got lost.
Okay, I'll help you. Like, so on the left side there is this navigation. So the documents tab. So those are the headers. So those will help you to guide. So when I say the navigation bar, if you click on the navigation bar on the left, it will take you to the navigation bar. So it will. So you can see everything in the navigation bar. So now when you click on the utilities down below the navigation bar, it will. Yes. So under the navigation bar, I think I should have put only one thing, that is landing page. So once you click on utilities, this is the next page. This is not the landing page. Whatever is there above
Okay,
utilities.
so this is
yes.
Okay, so now you understood where I got lost.
Okay.
Okay, because from this and I understand. Okay, we have in that case landing page. Navigation bar is actually part of landing page.
Yes.
Then we have utilities,
Yes.
Promptify.
Yes.
And
correct.
What else? Okay, media.
Yes.
Duck Explorer, which is the same level but doesn't appear on the navigation bar, and register, which I guess is sort of the call for action.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, if I go back to the top, okay, one item which is missing to me, okay, I think it's gonna be well, actually 2 items which I came across while reading the document. Okay, one is trust.
Okay.
The concept of trust, having it on the landing page, I think is important. Okay, because there are 2 dimensions where we are exposed here. One, because we are talking about currency. Okay, so I think the word trust need to, let's say, to rank high in SEO. Okay. And the other aspect is everything related to the economics, etc., which I don't see in the navigation bar. Okay.
Okay.
So, and these seems to me important points that deserve having some real estate. I don't know how, but I think they need to be more prominent than they are right now. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Um, Now, other than that, okay, so yes, there is the landing page, okay, which
You
again,
know, if I just may add a few things, ready, and if you can write it down, and we can make sure that we are addressing them or later, because I just don't want to miss the opportunity. So
Okay.
one of the things, and again, I'll do it in a very narrative way rather than in creating the right reduced accurate message. But one of the things that we offer to the market is exactly what Uber have done for people with driving license, or whatever Airbnb have done for people with houses. We offer everyone to become a business.
Okay. Yes.
And you can become a business either on your data, or on your knowledge, or on your media assets, or what have you. But ideally, whatever Uber managed to do for, let's say, 500 million people, whatever Airbnb managed to do for 100 million people, we can do for 5 billion people. And this is a very important issue. The fact that we can transform every person to a profitable business.
Okay.
Now, the other part that I want to say and to discuss, and we've been looking into it for the last couple of months now, especially with the guy who's running with me this tokenomics thing, is that this is the only crypto offer that have a business behind it. So our business can live without the crypto, but none of the crypto offer right now in the market have a business behind it. The business itself is the crypto. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes. A real utility. So
It's
even
a
without
real
crypto.
tangible startup with
Tangible.
technology that you can do it. Now, because of that, and because of this way that we behave, we allow certain transactions to be on fiat, because the assumption is that the large corporations, etc., won't do crypto transactions. So somehow we need to bring this mesh of ideas about the fact that it's a real business. It's not just crypto business. It's a real business merged with a crypto business. This is one. And second, that we also allowed flexibility in how to engage with the system.
Okay.
The third element, which is very, very important, is to do with how we define ourselves. It's ultimately a search engine.
Yes.
So the fact that it's a search engine should also be highlighted. If you look into DataFab, I think we call ourselves Search and Exchange.
Yes. Wisdom exchange. Yeah.
Right?
It's a decentralized
Yeah.
wisdom.
So it's a decentralized. So it has to be there all the time. That this is, we are not a marketplace, because marketplace is very difficult to sell. Search engine is something else, because search is user. In marketplace, you always go to marketplace when you're looking for something very specific, and you think you know where you can find it. Search, it's a general purpose machine.
Yes.
So if the marketplace is one-to-one the search, I'm going to Nike store to find Nike shoes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's a one-to-one. I know I go to a specific place to find something. Here, it's one-to-many, or not. So it's basically encompassing the entire spectrum of how people engage with data. either one-to-one, a one-to-many, a none-to-many, or a none-to-none. So it's all, everything to do with search should also be embedded into our messaging. Okay?
Yeah.
So I talk about three elements. One, it's the notion of what RoboCop means.
Yeah.
It means that we are basically building a complete new, almost future of work, right?
Yes.
So we are building a new type of economy that will transform every person on earth to a profitable business. This is one.
Yeah.
Second thing is that we have a real business, not just crypto. So the crypto is not our business.
Okay.
The crypto is the value. It's not the business. Okay.
Yes.
And three, that ultimately we are search and exchange engine.
Yes. I got that. So, yeah. So with this, the whole landing page will need. I think we need to address all this on the landing
Rethink
page.
it.
Yes.
Yes, because you know the language is so important. If the language won't be attractive enough for people to read inside pages, then we're going to lose it,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
This is why the landing page should actually, and this is why I'm saying Leo is much better than I in this area, is to make sure that all these messages are clear, concise, conscious. I mean, we have a certain way of how we do things. By the way, I think that the article that you wrote initially,
Yeah.
but the title of it, right, about is the next asset class.
Yeah.
And this digital economy, etc. We should play on this kind of on these concepts.
Yes. Yes. We have highlighted that here, but then okay. The web copy works a little differently. We can't.
Fair. Listen. I'm not telling you what to write. I'm just saying that these concepts
Yes. Yes.
are
Understood.
eye-catching.
Yes. Yes. Got
Okay.
it. Yeah.
These concepts are eye-catching, and I think that whoever goes into this website, if he see that he can become a business
Okay.
in seconds,
Okay.
it's going to attract him to us. How can I do it?
Okay.
So it's less about us bragging. It's more about the value of whoever is going to read it.
Yeah.
What he's going to get from reading it. And I think that the majority of people are going to be attracted by the fact that we can transform them to a profitable business in seconds.
Okay.
Yo, I'm saying the right things or the wrong things?
Yeah, so if I'll try to categorize it or kind of rephrase the three items that Michael said. Okay, we need the why. Okay, what's in it for me? Okay.
Okay.
The point that kind of Michael elaborated on is gonna be why now? Okay, because again, it's not only that you're there are different personas that are gonna be visiting the page. Okay, and there's gonna be the potential, and you kind of touch them in the scenarios below, but it's they're sort of inside, and we need to talk about the landing page that will attract the different personas.
Yeah.
Okay, there are those which are there in order to exchange knowledge.
Okay.
Okay, either offer it or seek it. There are those which want to jump fast on the trend, because we are talking about a new type of business.
Yeah.
So this is kind of answers the why now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not there. I just want to talk to them directly, okay, with very concise words of why do they need to open the train now? Why do they need to look into this great cryptocurrency with a tangible business
and also a Gen AI. So many of the cryptos are not Gen AI based, right? Now people all understand what Gen AI means, and they're all now using OpenAI as a search engine.
Yeah.
So think that you actually going to own part of OpenAI search engine in a very unique way. So we need to capture this essence in whatever we say.
Yes, and this is going to be the house. So it's the wisdom search, it's the Gen AI, it's the dialogue, it's the contact. A lot of stuff which is missing here. Okay. I also had comments below, but again, the front page needs to juggle a lot of complex concepts in a simpler manner in a very short real estate that will catch multiple types of personas.
Okay.
And Reddit, this is not criticism. We, on the contrary, I think whatever you do is great. We just have to wordsmith whatever we do. We just have to be more kind of concise and precise and conscious about what you write, because as we all said, it's a very small real estate, and we want to make sure that we are catering to a very large audience, which we can't really categorize at this point of time, because basically it's anyone.
Okay.
So if Uber could have actually say, if you have a driving license, I can make you a business.
Okay.
We say, if you have any knowledge or data, we can make you a business.
Yeah.
And everyone got knowledge or data, right?
Yes. Yeah. Understood that. Yes, I get that in the landing page. I have this. So the hero, the USP that I was thinking is to package knowledge, and then the package your data, and then sell it as a currency. So I have taken as the main hero here, and then based on that I drove why it is important right now, and then how and all that. So it's there in the landing page, but now I will.
I think absolutely, but I say even on the hero thing, it should all be in seconds. So
Yes.
the fact that people can do it instantly,
Yes.
it's immediate thing.
Okay. Yes. Yes, I have understood that, and also I'll include these 3 pointers to make sure the landing page. I'm sure I would need some feedback to make sure the landing page great, and I got that.
Of course. We will continue having this discussion, right?
Yes,
It's a good thing that we do it.
Yes.
'Cause basically, I think this is the way we should do it. I mean, you should write the infrastructure, and we should try to, because we own the vision, so we have to refine this.
Yes.
Your message, your writing into the vision.
Yes. Yes. Thank you,
Okay,
Lear.
so-
I have understood that. Can you I just want to know what's right in this, so that I can leave that as is. And so let's say we are explaining our utilities and the Promptify AI.
So hold on.
Yeah.
So again, we were discussing the concept. Okay, we also need to think about the way to lure people in, because as Michael said, if somebody doesn't go past the first page, we lost.
Okay.
Okay, there's a lot of knowledge behind. Okay, that you outlined, and there is stuff which is missing. But we need to go past it.
Okay.
One way could be, to have some sort of a carousel or something, which kind of embeds the scenarios that you mentioned somewhere down below. Okay, I cannot find it in navigation. I will search for it. Okay, like the scenarios.
Yes.
Okay, and then think of like testimonies. Okay, like after something very short, like after 50 years in the in customs. Okay, how can I reach out beyond I can get a second salary, okay, or kind of stuff like that. Okay, so again, anchors, which is that are answering the question, what is it for me, which kind of hides in them a lot of the values. Okay.
Yeah. Understood. Okay.
Okay, now, so landing page, I think we discussed. Okay, I'm not going on over the details, because again, you need to rethink. Okay, some of the stuff which is inside of it.
Okay.
Okay, then we go to utilities.
Okay.
Okay, so now in utilities, okay, again, I'm not completely sure I understand your concept of utilities, so if you can explain it, because I read it, okay, and I'm not completely sure that I understand what you meant by utilities from your perspective.
All right. So basically, utility in terms of the 5 asset classes, that's different. But then, so the utilities itself means what infrastructure we provide so that you can package your data in an effective way, a knowledge in an effective way. So how do we do that? So DAC is a utility, so that's our currency. Using that, so that is a value layer of RoboCop. It is like, it's a tokenized unit, so everything happens because of DAC, like with the use of DAC. So that's the whole fuel that runs the engine of RoboCop. So, and how do we do it is with all these asset classes: the data, agent, widget, utility, media. So that's my understanding.
So I have a problem with utilities being above utility. Okay, so we have a two level, utilities describing utility. These are not.
I think, Leo, the problem that we have, and this is, we need to think about it. Utility has a meaning also in cryptocurrency.
Okay.
And I think this is what Reddy thinks about utility.
I see.
Utility means the usage of the crypto. And I think this is what Reddy, am I correct? This is what you try to explain? Is the usage.
Yeah, like how how you can use DAC within the ecosystem.
Yeah,
So it's utilization, you mean?
Utilization.
No, there is a concept in crypto called utility.
No, I don't argue with the name, but the
No, it's not
the
about
meaning is how do you
utilization.
utilize it?
It's the business behind it. What is the utility behind the crypto?
So maybe we need to rename our utility.
Yeah. Probably we can cancel all our people to rename their utilities. So we should.
Maybe, yes, maybe.
Like it's like operations, like a group of something like.
Listen, we won't solve it now. Let's agree that over the next 3-4 days we'll try to find a different way to how to describe our utility. Okay?
Okay.
Because also there is, I mean, again, in data there is something called data utility. We can't run away from it. There is, if you run a KYC utility, people knows what you mean. So we need to think, maybe we can call it domain utility.
What I switch.
Sweet is no. Sweet is a very bad word. In enterprise, no.
Voucher. We can call it,
Come again?
we can call it voucher.
No, but we should. Again, we can't avoid the word utility. It's a non-concept in data. So whenever you require complex data that actually includes also domain, it's called utility. And therefore, maybe you can call it a domain utility.
Domain, data utility.
Maybe data utility. Yes.
Data utility, maybe. Yeah. Data utility sounds.
Maybe business utility. Business utility.
Business utility, yeah, it's better because it's about specific business domain and set of operations you're applying.
Yeah. So okay. So already let's call the data fab or the RoboCop utility, as we describe it in our hierarchy, as a business utility.
No. Okay.
Okay, so the first section, I don't know why it doesn't appear over here, but it's already heading. Okay, but we have DAC, which is the first, again, aspect of utility.
Yes.
Okay, and it is a fairly substantial part. Okay, and then it jumps from. Okay, so these are sort of use cases.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not sure that these are scenarios. I think they are use cases. Okay. And then there is security. Security, I think, deserves to be in a trust center rather than in utility.
Okay.
Okay, or in both. But again, it's I think it's important to. I gave at the beginning a certain summary of what I expect to have in this trust center. Okay, stuff which is sort of it touches multiple layers in the offering, both in terms of functionality, but also in terms of method of operation and aspects of security, etc. But it needs to be somewhere centralized so it's easy to access
Okay.
and appease the concerns of potential consumers and investors.
Okay.
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 Again, because all of this touches trust. Okay.
Trust. Yeah.
And then we reach again economics. Now, this needs to have, I think, a way to reach it from the front page. Okay, and I'm still not sure that I fully understand utility. Okay, utility. Sorry, to understand whether DAC and economics are two aspects under utilities. Still I'm not sure that I understand it correctly.
Okay, let me just tell you something so that you know what I mean. So there will be, let's say there is a data fab page, right? So if we go to data fab, as soon as we hover our mouse on the utilities part, it will give us a drop down. Let's say it has our technologies. So when we hover our mouse on the technologies, there will be drop downs, each technology explained clearly. So when we hover our mouse on utilities on the navigation bar, then like as soon as we click it, we'll open this page. So basically this is a currency page. You can think of DAC as a currency page. We are explaining
Okay.
everything about currency here. So that's why tokenomic comes. This is the landing page for the DAC, this whole thing.
Okay, so you're saying that, hold on. So DAC is a page under utilities, or it is utilities?
It is a page under utilities.
Okay, so you're saying that DAC economics is sort of a heading 4 in that case, under DAC, which is heading 2, heading 3, under utilities, which is heading 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because again, this is where I'm unable to track it over here, because you see all of the heading 3 are asset classes.
Yes, yes.
And this is why I translated utilities to asset classes, not to this. So, okay. And again, this is where I got lost in the navigation.
Okay.
Okay, asset classes. Okay, now asset classes I understand. Again, I have comments about this one, but it's more detailed, so not for now. Okay. And then. Okay. Which duck again?
So this is what I in the comments yesterday that I have. Just let me. So Michael has sent me a website menu. So there we have the landing page as first. Second, we have utilities, and in utilities he wanted me to first talk about the value proposition of DAC, and then the DAC data, and then DAC knowledge. So I was, and then there is also something called DAC wisdom. So there I was a bit confused. So I have used whatever I like with my research and the inputs that I have got. I made the DAC utilities page. So as soon as you click on the utilities, whatever you have read till now, where we have explained all the asset classes, the tokenomics of DAC and everything.
Yeah, I was trying to explain the asset classes available in the platform.
Yes. So do we need to have
that was my intention. Probably have done a very bad job. But this is, by the way, I send it to you guys for comments.
Okay.
But I was trying to explain that DAC will have multiple use cases in hierarchy.
Okay. Yeah, that's what. So we can if this is not relevant here, because the things here, whatever we spoke in the DAC data and DAC knowledge, we have already addressed in the utilities page itself. So if this is a repetition or something or doesn't make a lot of sense, we can just remove this.
So this is, again, what I need to understand, okay, is the hierarchy of the pages.
Okay.
Okay, which will make it much easier to comment.
Okay.
Because I didn't know if I'm misunderstanding it. Okay. This DACFIN, okay, is it supposed to be under the DAC that we had before, or is it something it now belongs to asset class? And it's just a different way of relating to it. This is this was where I got lost.
Okay.
So again, I would appreciate your website logical map. Okay, and then we can spend some time on it.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to make it, I think, easier to handle navigation.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
this was my point here. Yeah. But it's okay. No problem.
Okay, so I'll continue. Okay, then we reach the section of Promptify.
Yes.
Okay, in Promptify, I think that okay, I understand the vision, although the division, okay, although it's not completely aligned with our presentations,
Okay.
and I need to think of what to do with the language according to this.
Yeah, I agree, but it's also my comment. Like, it's very unclear what's the difference between Promptify and RoboCorp. And also, like, we had some inconsistency between naming. Sometimes you're saying exchange marketplace, sometimes just exchange, just marketplace. Like, it's like more, I don't know. Maybe
no, like RoboCorp is the company and Promptify is the product or the platform.
But it described basically the same way. Like, if you read the components, it's the same components. Like, same components of RoboCorp, same components of Promptify. Like, so what's the difference between RoboCorp? So we need to distinguish somehow and to show, okay, like Promptify.
Okay, ready. So it's the you understood the comment here?
Yes, I understood. But I think whatever you have explained, like RoboCop is the company and Promptify is the heart of RoboCop. I mean, Promptify is the platform, the infrastructure that we have created. So maybe, like, I don't, like, as far as I remember, I didn't replace RoboCop with Promptify me. But since Alex is saying, let me recheck it. I thought it's Promptify is the actual software or the infrastructure that we use in the RoboCop.
We can.
Yes. Yeah. Let's. Yeah. Okay. The company name RoboCop and the value of RoboCop again is to transform every human being to a profitable business. This is what we do. This is what RoboCop do. How is using Promptify.
And so we are saying the components like exchange, marketplace, studio, and so on, it's components of Promptify.
Yes.
And nothing to do with RoboCorp itself. So this is the statement, okay? I'm just
this is clearly
read it and align it with this, make it coherent.
You got to continue? Ready?
Yeah, sorry?
Are we going to continue? You understood the last point?
Yes, I have understood that. Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, so here we have the different sections, and again, I think both Alex and I commented on the, again, we need a clear structure, and we do need to think about this thing because, again, the components are different than the way we outline them today, although they make sense. So we just need to make sure that there are no conflicts anywhere else.
Okay.
What are the components, Leo, right now that are there?
In our presentations, you mean?
No, the presentation is almost irrelevant at this point of time.
I know. This one say, look, what we have here.
Because right now what we have is the operation, and we have the kind of the wallet and what have you, and we have the marketplace, and we have the studio. You just want to expose whatever is going to be relevant in the data in the knowledge fabric. You just to expose the relevant items is going to be relevant for the audience going to read it. To go into the details of how the technology operates and the fact that we have prompt fact, etc., it's irrelevant.
It's actually not that I'm concerned. Okay, so look, studio and exchange and flow and knowledge fabric. These are four which are very clear. Wisdom search is sort of it's a foundation. It is across all of them. Okay, it's not like a section. It's another dimension of capability.
Understood.
Okay,
It's not a dimension. We are a search engine.
Yeah, search engine.
we are
It's not a
search engine.
dimension.
We have the
The
search
overall
engine.
Promptify is a search engine. It just behaves differently than traditional search engines.
Yes. So the wisdom search is the core component of it. Like, how is Promptify the best search engine? Way better than what we have right now with regular LLMs. It's because of a thing that we named called wisdom search. So anything you do on Promptify is actually a searching it, meaning wisdom search is actually helping you with your search, and that's why uh, we get dashboards and everything instead of just long results. So so I thought the Exchange Studio, Knowledge Fabric, Floor are components. Wisdom search, I agree, everywhere it is. So even in an exchange, if we search something, it is wisdom search. So I thought we present it in the
It is.
beginning, so that
Yes.
we say like
Yeah.
this is what wisdom search does in each of the component.
Okay.
Now in the exchange, call it exchange or slash marketplace.
Exactly. It
I
was my
called-
comment. I don't like this slash. Like we have the exchange and we have the marketplace. Right? It's like separate functionality.
Okay.
Do you
Fair
actually
enough.
want to merge it?
No. I'm good. I'm good with whatever you say. We have the exchange. We have the marketplace. Fair enough.
Can you please like Alex, can you please tell me the difference? So I know the difference between a marketplace and an exchange. In exchange, just an exchange happens, but in a marketplace we have the buyers and
Marketplace,
sellers.
If I say-
Marketplace is where you sell and buy, and
Yeah.
the exchange where you create the value on your tokens. Because even if you don't sell or buy and you just have the token, the fact that, as an example, there are many people trying and utilizing the token itself, the value of the token raise.
So, look, I'll try to explain it like this.
Okay.
Okay. Inventory is where I hold my assets. Okay. So I bought widgets, I bought data, etc. This is my inventory.
Okay.
I got my inventory from the marketplace, but
Okay.
the way I did it, okay, was using the exchange,
Yeah.
okay, which was consuming stuff on my wallet.
Okay.
So exchange is how I traded stuff,
Okay.
and marketplace is what I traded.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, got that. Now, do we need to? Okay, based on this, do we need? Okay, can you please tell me, Lior, if I have to change the hierarchy under this page?
I think that,
So in exchange, we'll have things like wallet, we'll have things like inventory, we'll have the components that will allow you to do the transactions.
Yes, I understood that. Now, yeah, that's what I was asking. Now let's get to the web copy. If we have to, if how do we present this? So under the exchange, should I just mention marketplace and then explain a bit about it? I'll figure that out, but I want to know your opinion. That's why I'm just checking.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think what we definitely will have to do, Leo, is to create small videos of things from within the system.
Mhm.
Even using whatever you just license. I don't know if you license it, but this thing that actually describe whatever people see on the screen. Because I think visually, whatever we have is amazing.
Mhm. I think we need to have a marketplace separate from exchange, same level. In then under exchange, you have wallet, you have the the transactions, etc. And under marketplace, you'll have different set of capabilities. Creation, searching, etc. But which is deeper. And then we have Studio, Knowledge Fabric, and the flow. Okay, so we're just missing the marketplace.
Yeah. So after I create an agent or a widget, I will list that in a marketplace. and the buyer, whoever wants to buy it, they visit the marketplace, they buy their assets and store it in their inventory, and then they go to the exchange and
So,
then
so,
sell
so
it.
it's not necessarily the way that you describe it, and this is the essence of things.
I got it.
I'm not looking to buy an agent.
Yes,
I'm asking a question.
yes,
How can I set up a new business in Thailand? It's a question which I'm asking.
yes,
The system will understand what I'm asking and suggest to me an agent that might answer my question. You see the difference?
yes, yes, yes.
I don't go to the marketplace to buy something. I'm using the search engine to get an answer.
Okay, okay,
But the answer is also giving me the operation of how to execute my request
yes,
in a way either of data, in a way of an agent. What we call a domain-driven agent,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
In a way of a widget, in a way of a business utility,
yeah,
okay? The only time I'm actually going to the market to buy something specific is when I'm looking for media.
okay, yeah,
Saying that, I can also ask, for example, a question is what is the highest or up and coming coming from South America? It's a question, okay?
yeah,
And then it will give me an answer, but then it will tell me there are 3 young artists actually releasing the signals right now, and you can buy portions of it.
yeah, yeah,
So it's a real search engine.
okay,
So when I'm asking the question about how to set up a business in Thailand,
yeah,
it will break it down for pieces to me. It will say you have to register that, you have to do that, you have to do that, you have to do that, blah blah blah, all the process, and then will actually attach the relevant agents or a single agent that can run everything for me.
yes. So you don't select the
So the
agent.
market,
It will
so the
select.
marketplace is not a place you go to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The marketplace is a place that actually present to you what are the options that you might need in order to solve your business problem.
Yeah.
This is why I'm saying it's a search engine.
Search engine. Yeah, yeah. And the agent that whatever pops up and helps that question, so the end user won't pick it. The system picks it, and then
Leo, do you mind open for a second the maybe the Figma of the because maybe you need to see it visually to understand it.
Okay. Just a minute.
Is it possible for you?
Yeah, just a minute. Just open it. Let's open on another screen. I'm just dragging it here. Hold on. Because Figma is heavy.
Or maybe the video. You know the video that the guys actually have done. Maybe it's easier on the video, right?
Video was there. Which video?
There is a video on inside.
איזה video אתה מדבר?
עשו וידאו של איזה 2 דקות של המרקטפלייס. אני אמצא את זה.
Okay. Okay, so really, did you see any of this already?
No, you haven't seen anything
no,
yet.
no, nothing.
Okay, so let's start with okay, these are the creator screens. Okay, as a creator, I can define various types of data. Okay, that which relates to the assets that I manage. Okay.
I found it. You want to let me maybe? Oh, just a second. I need to open it on my computer.
Okay.
Please continue.
Yeah. Okay. The deployment relates to how I release stuff. Okay, to the marketplace. I can make it more appealing. Okay, define different parameters of the methods that in which it is available, maybe who can consume it, etc. Okay, and then as goes very, very detailed into the way I can manifest my data. But then is it? Let's take this as an example, okay, of a use case where I'm purchasing stuff. Okay, you'll see that you're gonna get a Netflix-like experience, okay, where you have different categories with different types of, different assets, okay, which are based on a question that I asked. Okay, so I asked something and the system may return as an answer a specific widget, or in this case, I'm browsing the marketplace, I'm seeing different offerings, okay, or different types of data that relates to the search that I perform. Okay, ready?
Lior, I have the video. Should I open it for a second?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll stop.
Okay. I'm trying to find it. Doesn't do that for me. Just a second. זה עושה לי איזשהו עניין. נראה את זה ככה. Just a second, if you're going to allow me for a second, and I'll try to do it. Hopefully I'll manage to do it. Entire screen, okay, share. And now I'm doing, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the marketplace, and what you get is answers, very much like the answers basically are very much similar to what you get on Netflix experience. Okay. So you've got layers of data coming in. It's going to be either a widget or what have you, but the system is going to break down the answer into the multiple components, and going to suggest to you what available currently in the marketplace to answer your basic question. Okay? Okay. And then you can refine your answers. You can refine it. You're looking for a certain size, you're looking for a certain price, you're looking for a certain what have you. Okay?
Okay.
So the search engine now stop being a search engine and become a marketplace.
Okay, okay.
Okay?
All right, yeah.
So what you see on the left-hand side is basically it's the dialogue system, which is your search engine.
Yeah.
Right? And then on the right-hand side, it's the marketplace widget, basically the response to your question.
Yeah.
And then once the response is showing on the screen, you can start to engage with the response.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'll take over.
I'll stop sharing.
Yeah, I'll take over again. Okay, so you see here, I asked a question. I'm looking for data on Mexican music and NBA fans from Florida.
Okay.
Okay, so whatever specific question that I asked. Okay, so I phrased correctly, but never mind that. Okay, so our official data set, the response of the system, our official data set contains 1 million records matching your criteria. Search the results. So basically the system is presenting me with a variety of data sets.
But this is a bit confusing, Leo, because this is someone specifically looking for sets of data. It's not a search engine.
Okay, so let's go with the... I think we have...
אני אומר לו משהו אחד, אנחנו מציגים לו בדיוק ההפך.
הבנתי. אני זוכר שאתה דוגמה...
זה דרך אגב, אני חושב שגם הבעיה של תנזיר. אני אומר את זה כמה פעמים. הוא עדיין לא מבין מה אנחנו עושים. אלכס, אני מקווה שאתה מסכים איתי בנושא הזה.
אני מסכים, כן.
הוא פשוט לא מבין מה אנחנו עושים. וזה אחת הבעיות הכי גדולות שיש לי איתו. בגלל זה הוא כל פעם זולג לצדדים. אין לך כזה, כי הוא היה צריך לעשות את השאלה והתשובה שמתפרקת לחתיכות, ומשם להתאים לזה את האג'נטים הרלוונטיים. בגלל זה ביקשתי לראות פלואו, והוא לא עשה את הפלואו הזה.
הוא לא עשה את השאלה. טוב, צריך לעשות את ה... אבל... כן, הוא לא עשה את השאלה.
לא, בגלל אני אומר לך, הוא לא מבין את זה עדיין, הוא באמת לא מבין, הוא לא מבין מה אנחנו עושים עדיין. הוא זולג באופן קבוע בנושא הזה.
כן, אוקיי.
בסדר, בואו, זה לא לחשוב. נו, שחררו אותו בחוץ.
לא, לא, ברסיפיז. אני זוכר שהיה משהו דומה. שלא התייחס לדאטה סט.
Okay, if I can, I have two comments not covered in the conversation. One was I think we need to explain somehow the connection between the business and the blockchain, like what you actually like to give it examples or whatever. But I don't think it's clear from this material. Like. Yeah, okay, I understand business. Okay, I understand selling data. I understand the blockchain separately, but what's the connection between them? Like, do you agree with me?
Uh, yeah. So the DAC part, the token.
I don't have a solution yet. Like, I'm just saying, probably we need to discuss it somehow and give something. In our point was about value proposition in the ML ops for drones or something like that. Okay, so we are saying we are actually converting knowledge into currency, right? Converting knowledge into currency,
Yeah.
and ML ops for drones just not not a correct. I think it's not the correct thing to show as example of converting knowledge to currency. Okay, for sure not ML ops as ML ops. It can be marketplace for smart drone models or something like that. Not ML ops. Again, Michael, Lior.
Yeah, but it should be something much simpler. Think about the general person on the street.
Exactly.
I'll ask a question. Don't get me the wrong thing. But your father, he had a career.
Yeah.
He did what?
He did business, like textile business.
Come again?
Textile business.
Okay, textile business. So if I want to set up a new business textile in India, your father has the knowledge about how to do it?
Yes.
This is exactly what I mean. Your father is a potential customer of RoboCorp because he's got 30, 40 years experience about setting up the business, choosing the right employees. He can build for me multiple agents that basically also going to automate my business requirement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to quickly explain the logic, okay, to make you on the same page. Okay, if I ask this question,
it's not I want, it's how do I? It's not a question I want to. It's a request.
How do I? How do I set up a new textile business in India? Okay, now if you ask OpenAI, it will give you it may give you an answer. Okay.
Yeah.
To open a business, you will need to do the following. Okay, and then it will give you some steps. Okay, step one is do something, and then etc.
Yeah.
Okay, now the thing is that in the case of your father, he can in essence offer a step. Okay, maybe build a widget or a certain operation that can actually simplify this step. Okay.
Yeah.
Like this is the voice of wisdom. This is somebody who actually has the experience of doing it, and he can actually build this thing. Now, what we are offering is instead of giving this narrative as an answer, which is what
we will give this narrative as an answer, but we're also going to give him relevant agents or data or utilities, what have you. They're going to answer. They're going to help him to achieve his business target.
Yes, that part I have. That part is clear to me. Yeah.
Okay. Now the third part is you can run this inside Promptify. So not only we give you the agent, we also will give you the technology framework to execute it.
Yeah. Got that. That we do it on the floor, right?
Yes.
I know that. I have mentioned that. Yeah.
maybe we should also think about flow and change it to something which is more obvious to people, maybe operations center. Because flow is something very specific to banks. But also in the flow of, I don't know, also in retail you call it flow, right?
We can call it canvas.
No. Canvas
I don't think it's
Valid.
because of retail. I think it's because of exchange, no? Like it's the exchange floor. But I don't like it.
Yeah, so I'm saying exchange flow, but I call it flow because in flow you do business.
Yeah.
In retail, and you do business also in banking. It's
Yeah.
called the flow.
Command center or like execution center, something like that.
Yeah. So this is why I call it the flow. But also for exchange, right? You do. So this Nasdaq people walk
Stock
in the
exchange.
flow, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the floor.
But let's keep it the flow for now.
Okay.
Maybe let's think later.
Okay. So for now, Lear, to do like, I just wanted to confirm one thing. The trust layer that you were talking about, where do you where are you expecting that to be included? Is it somewhere in the landing page, or is it? Do you want it
It's a good question. Let us think about it, okay?
Okay.
Because trust will have multiple manifestations.
Yeah.
I can't summarize a couple of points over here.
Okay.
If you look into right now into OpenAI recent model release,
Yeah.
Alex probably going to say this is bullshit, but I'll say, whatever I read on the news is that more than 30% of the response of OpenAI to an open question has hallucination in it.
Okay.
And hallucination means that the data that you some of it is being made up by OpenAI,
Okay.
by the engine. Then you can't really trust the results.
Okay.
Like, of course, you're not going to ask how to build business in India, right? It's not a good question for OpenAI. But it's a good question for Quantify, for RoboCorp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. One last, the DAG part. I think I should have asked you this much before. But so what is DAG data? What is DAG knowledge? So basically, we are just selling data.
These are the asset classes.
Yes, but that is data, agent, widget, utility, and media are our asset classes. Correct?
Yeah.
We have a bit more.
It's
So we have data, agent, widget. Sorry, we have data, model, okay, which is ML model of some sort, agent, widget, utility, and media.
Okay.
You wrote it down?
Yes, I have wrote it down. The only thing that is needed, like that needs to be added, is model. I guess I don't have that. Like I didn't have that in the menu.
So model is something that we introduced recently,
Okay.
and this is why I think you talked about this drones and what have you.
Okay.
There is a complete market currently which is completely not organized, of people building ML models
Okay.
for specific matter. Now, whatever you build for specific matter can be actually utilized by others for different businesses. So if, for example, I developed an ML model that's looking into terrain of a surface,
Okay.
and I'm doing it for military purposes,
Okay.
I can use it for the same thing, for agriculture.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
לא צריך להוסיף פה את העניין של המודל.
There's no model.
כן, סעיף, רגע, אני רק אביא לו את השאלה.
לא, זה יבלבל אותו.
לא להביא לו את זה?
לא, צריך לתת לו את זה מלא, כמו שהוא צריך להבין את זה, לא בחלקים.
טוב, אוקיי.
ולא דאטה סט, זה דאטה. זה לא דאטה סט, זה לא אנשים טכנולוגיים, זה דאטה.
אוקיי.
דאטה סט זה לא מילה נכונה לדבר עם אנשים. אחותי אולי תבין שהיא מדענית, אבל אחותי יש לא תבין מה זה דאטה סט. So, ready, we will produce for you, not for you, we will produce um, these asset classes and share it with you.
Okay. All right. So
Okay?
yeah. So for the feedback, just I'm sorry, I'm repeatedly asking something. So I want to make sure to mention what are the changes that are required right now, so that we are on the same page for the next call. So first thing is the three things that you have mentioned that should reflect actively on the landing page and wherever it is relevant in the below sections. I remember the three things. I'll include that. And second thing, include trust part somewhere. I understood in context of knowledge fabric. I need to sit down and brainstorm how to include that in each of it. Like let's say, I think that's inherent. Everything
Not the
like
knowledge fabric, the search, the wisdom
the
search,
such
you're confusing.
the example Lior gave, it's related to knowledge fabric. So I thought related to that, I understood that. Yeah.
No, no, I didn't give an example related to knowledge fabric.
I mean in the comment in the web copy right now. That,
Listen, knowledge fabric is going to be relevant only for the enterprises.
Yeah.
It's not for you or for me.
yes, yes, got that.
Okay, so it can't be something that we highlight too much.
Okay.
It's something going to be attractive
Right.
to large customers that want to use
corporates.
Promptify as the data operation system.
Okay, I got that. So yeah, so that the trust part, and then I'll remove the two pages that are there for data knowledge. That's irrelevant now. And then I'll just wait for. So we have the definitions and everything set for the five asset classes. We have the sixth one, which is model. I just need some info on that, and then this Promptify, we have all everything in place, but then the placement of wisdom search, how exactly, like where exactly to place it. Rest of it, I think Leor also agreed that like the studio, the floor, everything, the definitions are in place. So that's my understanding. If there is anything else, please suggest.
So
Like the sitemap, which I requested.
Yeah, the sitemap. Yeah, I'll make sure everything is on the navigation, like the left side bar. I'll make sure everything is there.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if this is going to help you or not, if it's going to confuse you.
Okay.
But can you see this?
Yeah.
So this is I was trying to capture the value proposition.
Okay. Composable. Yeah. Okay. Yes, makes sense.
Okay, it's not ready yet, but this is something I'm working on.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so I'll work on these changes and I'll send it back within tomorrow evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Lear. Thank you, Alex. I hope after this, yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'll just deliver and then let's see if there is anything else I would love to add. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you, Reddy.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Lear. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye.